So we're still in the second walkthrough, in case you lost count, and we're ready. I'm going to navigate back to active testing. We're ready to start talking about the flights API, right? The API that contains the get flights by ID, and post flights. Okay. All right. Um, we're going to start by going to the settings and navigating to the environment. Why? Because we have a separate OpenAPI specification that we need to introduce to our application. So we're going to go back to the settings environment, as I said, and we're going to select new source. You're going to get the same exact user interface like we got on the wizard. On the wizard, it was the second step. Right now, we just get a pop-up. We're going to give it a name. We're going to call it Flights API. In our case, it's still an OpenAPI specification, and we're going to use a file. So if I choose file, I need to upload a brand new file. So we're going to select upload. This time, we're going to navigate again under our student files, again, find the location you stored it, and we're going to go to zero initial. There we're going to go, and we're going to select flights OpenAPI specification.yaml. Flights OpenAPI specification.yaml. Ignore the flights app. Flights OpenAPI specification.yaml. And select open. Select open. And now you need to select yet again flights OpenAPI specification in order to make sure that the selection sticks. Right? The advanced options like before, whether you want to override the base URL, we do not want to. We're happy with the base URL we specified for our application, and we're going to create. We're going to create. So the source was created successfully. Now, you added a brand new source. The flights API indicates 0 APIs. Oops, my apologies. If you click the row, it opens again this pop-up. So I just selected 0, but apparently clicked as well. We need to run a scan. Right? We need to run a scan in order to discover the APIs. There's no way around it. So we're going to go to the scans, and we're going to select run another scan. Okay. Now we wait. We should be able to see 5 APIs in total discovered in this scan. We should still see 7 issues. Right? We should still be able to see 7 issues. Here it is. It's almost done. Primarily because the only 2 reachable APIs is the post tokens and the post users. Everything else is unreachable. How do I know? I know because when I go back to the inventory, I will be told, hey buddy, the get flights, the post flights, the get flights by flight ID, they're unreachable. I have the red dot. Right? These 2 are unreachable. If I go back to settings environment, now I see that I have 3 APIs. So always, guys, you make a mod in one of these, and you have to re-upload the modifications. You introduce new APIs. You gotta make sure you run a scan. You run a scan. Otherwise, these changes are not going to take effect. Okay? They're not going to take effect. All right. So we're going to go back to the inventory, and we're going to stop here because that was the section pretty much. Bring in the flights API, run a scan, make sure you're able to discover these APIs, and the next thing we're going to do is we're going to resolve the reachability issues that we're facing with these APIs. Right? So the section for the time being is done, and we're going to resolve those reachability issues in the next section, not this one. Next.